Just getting started here. I'm going to pull up my iPad here and make sure everything is going. There we are. Turn on the comments. Let's see if I can see when you guys come on. I'm a little bit early, maybe a minute early. Turn on the volume. There we go. And I don't know how to make this go the right way. So, if anybody knows how to do that, let me know. Otherwise, we're going to be sideways all the time. My little stand that my camera's on, it won't let me turn this. And I don't remember my other live videos being this way. I'd rather they were turned. So how can I do that? I wonder what this button does. I don't know. Well, if one of you girls comes on, or guys, and you know how to my phone is sitting horizontally in my camera tripod thingy, and I don't know how to get the visual to go in the portrait mode, so, or landscape. I mean landscape. Let me try this on my iPad. Let's see. What can we do? I don't know. There's Brenda. I see you. Thank you for coming on. I'm going to give it just a couple of minutes, and we'll see if we get a few more. The top part of the tripod, no, it doesn't swivel. I wish it did, but it doesn't. This is just like a cheapy one from Amazon. I don't think I can get it to swivel. I see that it, wait, maybe I can do this. Hold on. Wait a minute. I might be able to do this. Nope, I can't. That won't work either. Wait, can I turn this? Hey, maybe I can do this. Okay, hold on. Everyone, hold on. And now, let me turn it this way and see where we're at here. Oh, you're looking out my window. Look at that. That's my view from my workstation. I live in southern Iowa, and today is just an absolutely beautiful day. You can probably hear the birds singing out there. And that's going to be a bean field, a soybean field this summer. We raise corn and soybeans here in Iowa. Oh, East Texas. I bet it's beautiful there. All right. So does it look like we're straight up and down now? Straight up, that's what we need. Something straight up. Oh, yeah, me too. I love my view too. Good. Thanks, Brenda. Good. Ooh, Saskatchewan. Ooh, we have beautiful sky here too. It's so big. At night, it's breathtaking. I put this, I can't even remember now what to tell you to get, but I put this app on my smartphone, and you can go outside at night, and you just point, all you do is point your phone at the sky, use the app, point your phone at the sky, and it'll tell you everything you're looking at and point out all the constellations. And well, I'm happy you're here too, Lori. Good deal. I'm glad you're here. I don't do these lives very often. I'm not very good at it, but I don't know, the quarantine thing. I know people are getting discouraged and lonely, and I don't even leave my house very often. And so this is kind of a big deal for me to do something like this, but for you guys, I'll do it. Oh my goodness. Ontario, Arizona, Nevada. Oh, I'm just thrilled you guys are all here. Oh, you think I'm great? Yeah. I'll send you your money again, Brenda. Oh. Well, I'm waving at all of you too. Everybody's waving. So, I don't know how long this tutorial will take, but I did charge my phone, so I'm at 100% getting started, so we can go for a little while. Oklahoma. Oh, that's a beautiful place too. But I think everywhere's beautiful, so. And I think all people are beautiful. Probably, my husband tells me that that's my worst character flaw, but I still think everybody's beautiful. So, North Carolina. Wow. Well, I think, let's see, it's 1:05, and so I think we will go ahead and get started. And I didn't make myself any notes. So if I usually make notes for these things so that I've got an outline to go down through so I don't forget anything. So since I don't have any notes, I'm absolutely positive I'll forget a lot of things. So ask some questions if you want to, and I do have my iPad set up where I can see it. So I'll try to check on it once in a while, and but just so you know, this video is going to be uploaded to the group in HD when we're done, and I will put in the comments, or maybe I'll make it a document in our files, but I'll put the pattern, and I'll put all the information, and you'll be able to watch this video over and over and over again in the group. So it's not just this one-time deal, but if I miss something and you have a question, I'll go back through all the comments when we're done and off the air and try to catch up with you. So, okay, let me turn on the comments on my iPad. I don't see them coming across, so they must be off. There we go. Now I can see you. There is probably, I think there's a 5 or 8 second delay. So if you post a question and I'm looking at my iPad and I don't answer it immediately, that's why. And I hope you can hear me all the time. I don't have a microphone either, so I'll try to talk toward the my phone as much as I can. Okay, so here we go. This is the pattern, and I'm going to put this up on the group. And I see Amy just sent me a PDF. This is Amy Lynn's pattern, and she is so good to me, and she's so good to our group. She's a member of our group, and she makes the most fabulous things. And she has her own group, and it is called Patterns by Amy Lynn. And she shares so many things, and I have really been blessed by having her as a friend. So she gave me permission to share this flower pin with you, and this is her design. So she's given us 2 sizes here. So I have never made the big one. These that you're looking at on my table are this one, the 2.25 one. So you can try the big one. This one, the big one, I could see this on a seatbelt. I could see it on the front of a bag, or if you wanted to, you could make your pin a little slide kind of a thing, and when you put a scarf around your neck, slide this up and have it on the front of your or off to the side and pin it, and if you're creative, you can do a ton of stuff. If you wanted to glue in little sequins, or some people do glitter, and I don't know, you can really dress them up. You could do one of entirely lace. I'll show you a little trick about that. If you wanted to make one really Victorian, and have something really, like, I don't know, Easter Sunday-ish, is that a word? With lace. And then this one I saw this a number of years ago on YouTube, and she was just sharing how she did this, and I'll show you how to do this one too. But it's the same size. So this is what the back looks like before you cover it up and make it pretty. So there's another idea, and then I'll show you the lace one too. So we need Peltex. This is Peltex. And if you are a bag maker, or if you make those really beautiful fabric boxes or baskets, sometimes they're called baskets, you're going to have scraps of Peltex, and you'll have enough of them that you can make as many of these little pins as you want. And this is cork, but it doesn't have to be cork. You can use fake leather, faux leather. You can use fabric. You might have to iron some fusible interfacing to the back of the fabric so that it doesn't fray. But it's the back of the pin, so you're not really going to see it a lot. But I used cork for mine. I think I need to turn the light on. It's dark in here. The sun went under. Hold on. There. Is that better? Maybe a little bit better. There we go. So anyway, the Peltex and the cork circles are these 2.25-inch circles. And I cut these out on my Scan and Cut. But, so I don't want to sit and cut all these out. I don't cut the fabric. This fabric I don't cut on the Scan and Cut, and you'll see why in a little bit. But this, you can definitely cut this on the Scan and Cut. And I don't know where my, hold on just a minute. I have a little thing I was going to show you, and I don't know what I did with it. It'd be nice if I was prepared, wouldn't it be? Here we go. So my Scan and Cut has a 12 by 12 mat, but I can put, mine's the DX, and so I can put 12 by 24, but I would never cut that many. But anyway, I usually cut out this many at a time on my Scan and Cut, and I leave the rest intact because that way you can cut some more someday. But same deal with the cork. I just leave the same template, and I take my Peltex off and put my cork in, and it cuts exactly the same thing. So it goes really fast. I see that you messaged me, Amy, and gave me the file. Thank you very, very, very much. So, oh, Amy said she puts green leaves on the bottom of hers. How cool is that? That'd be neat. I love it. Yes, a little brighter. I can't get it any brighter now since I turned the light on because that's all the light I have. So anyway, I'm going to put this on the group. Amy sent me the PDF, so we can do that. Peltex is from Pellon, and you can get it from Joann's. And if you use your 40% off coupon and you go in on Senior Wednesday, and if you're not a senior, just, mess your hair up a little bit, walk in with a cane, bent over, tell them you want your senior discount, and you can get a whole bolt of Peltex for, I don't know, what, Amy, $15 or, I don't know, hardly. I mean, it's really, really worth it. So anything you get from Joann's, make sure you use all those coupons. And I usually buy everything by the bolt. It's always cheaper that way. You may not think you need a whole bolt, but believe me, when you get started doing things, pretty soon you will. And so now, let's move on. This was what I made this pin out of. And this is Tula Pink. This is Pinkerville by Tula Pink, and this is a charm pack. These are 5-inch squares. So what we need for our petals are 2.5-inch squares. So let's see. Let's put together something here. Right? Let's see. Well, I like all these. So I'm going to stack these. And you can press these if you want to and use Best Press. I did on the first pin, but I'm not going to today. And I don't mind it that the petals will be a little bit more floppier, but that's okay. So I'm going to let me get my stuff out of the way. And so 2.5 inches. Here's scraps. You can use all your scraps for these things. And I'm going to show you here in a minute. Let's see. I got to get this right. I can't talk and cut at the same time. So I'm going to cut these, and then we'll be all set to get started here. Hold on. There we go. You always want to be really careful. Close your cutter. So each square, you're going to get 4 petals, and you're going to need, I think 18 to 20 petals. Seems like I had 18 on this one. And so 18 to 20. So let's see, there's 4, 8, 12. Is that right? 16. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 16. Let's do a pink. We better get a pink in here of some kind and some bright color. Kind of need something to give you a splash. Okay. We'll cut these. And don't worry about the pinking on the edge of the charm pack. We need the pinked edge anyway. So don't worry about that. And there we go. Okay, we got all our little pieces, and I'm going to take one of my Peltex circles, and I don't know if Amy realizes this, but a Kennedy $50 fits exactly on the center to mark our sewing line. So I keep a Kennedy $50 in my workstation all the time, and I just kind of center it on here. And I'm going to take a heat erasable pen, and it won't matter about the heat. We're not going to use heat, but I use these because I can see them. So, and I don't want to use graphite, and I don't really want to use ink. So I'm just going to go around my 50-cent piece, and there we go. All right. So just before we move over to the machine, this is, of course, you know what this is. This is a half a jelly roll, but it's a jelly roll. And these are 2.5 inch wide strips. So if you buy a jelly roll in colors that you love, you can make dozens and dozens and dozens of these pins. And I think Amy told me that if you have an Etsy shop, you can get like $10 for them on Etsy. And this is a charm pack of Christmas fabrics. And so why can't you make a Christmas pin? You know, or a 4th of July pin, red, whites, and blues, and just really make it neat. Okay, we are going to go over to the machine. I'm going to put my 50 cents over here. I don't think I need to take anything with me from here. So if you get seasick, car sick, motion sickness, close your eyes, and I'll tell you when to open your eyes, because I got to take you with me over to my machine. And so now you'll get to see half my house. We cleaned our carpets yesterday, so that's nice. Okay, let me get you down now where I can have you handy. I wish I could see my phone better, but the little holder thingy for my phone is right in the middle of the screen. And let me go get my iPad. Okay, now we should be all set. So now I'm going to tell you about one of my favorite feet for Bernina. This is the 37D foot. 37D. This is a patchwork foot, and it is exactly a 1/4 inch on both sides. Let me turn you just a little bit. And so when you're doing chain piecing, you can send things through this way, and you can send things through this way, and you don't waste any thread. And I love it, and it's perfect for making these little pins. So now let's shuffle these a little bit. There, put this one on the bottom. So we'll start with pink, a pink one. Oh, I forgot something. Hold on, I gotta get my pinking shears. So all these little squares, they have to be kind of rounded off. And so let's see, maybe I don't know if I can cut 2 at a time, but I'll try. I'll kind of stack them up. Can you see me okay? Let's do it this way. And we're just gonna go around the corner and just round the corner off. And you gotta use pinking shears. Just round off the corner. And there's a straight edge, but I don't know if I can't remember if she cut hers or not with the pinking shears. There's 2 straight edges, but I don't think it'll be a problem. So let's cut a few more This is a pretty good stack. I don't know if I can get through this, but I'll try it. Hey, worked. It'd be nice if you could cut these on your Scan and Cut, but to do that, you would need probably, or your Cricut or your Silhouette or whatever you've got, but you would probably have to press your fabric between two pieces of freezer paper, and you might even have to use some kind of starch or something. So let's see here. And this Tula Pink fabric, I got this from Etsy, and it's from a cute little fabric shop called Serendipity Woods, I believe. Serendipity Woods, something like that. All right. Okay. I thought about prepping all this stuff before we went live, but what's the fun in that? There we go. We're coming right along. Couple more. And we got it. Amy's probably going to critique me when I'm done, which will be wonderful because she is the queen of live tutorials. And she inspires me every day of my life. I better have, let's see, I better, you know, I made one of those little, I'm going to show you how to make the other pin too before we go off. But I made one of those others that have the little square clips that I showed you at the beginning of the video. And I cut it's made with strips of fabric rather than squares. And I cut the strip of fabric on the bias, and I got it to fray a little bit, and boy, it really looked shabby chic, and it was so cute. And I added a little lace to it, and a friend of mine who I don't see very often came to visit, and I ended up giving it to her. That's what you do, you know, you be a giver. You never go wrong. Just, if you can help, and if you can't, find somebody who can, and everybody will benefit. There we go. Okay, finally, I'm through with all these. Now let me get my mess cleaned up here. I'm gonna hold my little trash can over here and shove this all in there. There we go. Now then, we're back running. I hope I can, hope I can fit in here. All right, so we've got this, and we've got these, and now we have all our corners trimmed. So, remember when you were in school, and you used to make these cute little paper things that went this way, and you'd write little notes in there and give them to your friends and put your fingers up in there and open them. That's how this is going to be folded to get on your pin. So you're going to fold it in half, and it's all right if you're not perfect. It's all right. Nothing is perfect, so don't worry about it. But you're going to come as close to the center as you can. Come close to the center. And you're going to push this side up. So you can see it from the side, kind of looks like that. And fold these over. See how we have kind of a little point here already? And you're going to do the same thing with this side. Fold it up, and you got a little point. And hold on. And you're going to put this just over that red or your marked line, my red marked line, just over it, and sew it down. And I've made mine pretty thick. I don't know if Amy made hers. I think she put hers right beside each other, but sometimes mine overlap a little bit, and I don't think it matters. So I'm gonna come to the middle, approximate middle, fold up on the side, fold it in. Now I've got two little parts of the petal. Fold this side in, and I've got a point, sort of a point, but that's just fine. Stitch that under there, and I kind of overlap mine a little. I was thinking Amy didn't, but maybe she does. I should have watched her video again before I did this. But I'm kind of a, I don't know, independent. Okay, here we go again. In and hold, and in and hold. Does it look like you can see? Can you see? Let me see these comments. Teresa says the sound is gone. And I hope there isn't any freezing. I have excellent Wi-Fi, so could be Teresa's internet. Yeah. Also turn your volume up. You know, maybe your volume is down. But don't worry, you'll still be able to watch this online. So if it gets messed up for you, it's all right. We're all going to be okay. I'm trying, let's see. Yes, the goal is to have fun. Oh dear, I just about folded that the wrong way. But I don't think that the sewing police will have anything to say if something gets done a little different. So we're going to keep, I'm just going to go along here, and we're going to keep going along. And I'm going to go a little faster now. And we're going to get around this. And I'll try to look up at the comments every so often. I could be sewing along and maybe my phone will shut off, and I'll be talking to you guys and you won't even be there. Let's see. And I'm using my knee lift. You know, you could. Also, please put these, you can, if you use batiks, it doesn't matter. But I go around, now this is something Amy didn't do, but I do this. I go around the first round and I fold the fabric with the right side out. And when I get to the second round, I'll fold it the other way. Because I want to see the color of the fabric and the pretty shades of all the greens and yellows and pinks. And so on the farthest outside round, I did it a little different. And these would make, wouldn't these be wonderful for Mother's Day, or just to take in and give to, maybe give it, I might give it to my favorite nurse. I have a treatment next Wednesday I go in for my next treatment. So, and I have such wonderful nurses and doctors. And so I might just take one in to give to my nurse. Wouldn't that be a wonderful surprise for a nurse? Okay, I'm just about around. And I haven't been counting, but I think on my other pin I had 18 petals. See how it's going to work out. Amy did this just perfect till it works out that You don't have any open space or holes, I guess we'll call them, in your round. See how it's just going to fit right in there. I don't know how she does this, but that woman is a mathematical wizard when it comes to designing things. Okay, we've made it through our first round. So now we're going to go around again in the middle. So I'm going to backstitch just a skosh and break my thread and scoot over. And now I'm going to do this the opposite. These I had folded with the fabric right side out. Now I'm going to fold with the right side in. So we're going to do this way. So you see now it'll be a little thicker on the inside of your pin, and you'll see the inside or the colorful side of the fabric. And remember, I mentioned this earlier, if you use batiks, you don't have to worry about it at all because they're the same on both sides. This pin's turning out pretty. I like these colors. I didn't used to be a bright person, but I kind of am now. I love bright colors. So turn. I think that's the same piece of fabric, so I'll shuffle a little more. Let's see, I need this on the inside, don't I? You gotta keep thinking. All right. And I love this foot for this. If you have an industrial machine, I think Amy's is a Juki. And so if you have an industrial machine, I'm kind of rummaging through here, picking out I need a pink here. Her machine has a really neat, skinny little foot, which is really cool. So if you ever want a really good industrial machine, I think the Jukis must be about the best because they sure are nice and they don't seem to have problems. However, I'm on a Bernina group and now my other admins are going to call me a traitor. But let's see, I'm going this way. I'm just trying to be helpful. I hope this gives you some joy and that our days of the pandemic are maybe we're on the downhill side, and so I haven't really been able to go out since for about 2 years now. So I was kind of prepared for this before everybody got confined, incarcerated, whatever. Okay. All right. We are getting just about to the end of our little pin. I'm not going very fast, am I? I should try to speed up. Let's see. Right side in. I have to think about this every single one. Usually I'm sitting here alone. Just Ava, she's here with me all the time. And I don't, you don't talk and sew when you're by yourself unless you're talking to the dog. So I'm going to stop here in just a second and look at comments real quick and make sure everything's going well. And you see we're getting around now to where we're looking pretty good. Yes, the knee lift. Oh, I love it. I have 2 volumes. One is through Facebook, one is through... Oh, I gotcha, Amy. Okay. Excellent. I hope you can hear me all right. Points of the second round touching the center. Not quite. Can you see? There's not quite, I might put one or two right in the middle, but I'm kind of coming around. So this is my second row and I'm just sort of spiraling in. So let me get going here. And I've only got a couple more I think I can fit in here. So, and how many of these petals did I cut? I forgot how many petals I cut. I'm going to turn just a minute here. There we go. Let's see, let's put this bright one here toward the middle. That'll be pretty. Can you guys hear the birds? The birds are singing in my windows. Here. Oh, good heavens. We've got, okay, let's put, uh-oh, I think I did one backwards. Nope, maybe not. Here we go, right side in. Okay. Now you guys are all going to be, I'm trying to sew a little more speedily than I probably would, but you guys are all going to be neat and fold more carefully than me. I think I'm going to try to get, well, what have I got? Hey, I got two left, and they're both beautiful fabrics, so I'm going to try to get them in there. Probably a mistake, but you know what Bob Ross always said, we don't make mistakes, we have happy little accidents. Okay, one more. Now, can you see how I did kind of spiral in? Forgot the name of the person that was asking me about the center, but that's what I did. I just kept going till I filled it in. I kind of started out going around, and then I'm going to put this last petal in, and then we're going to go back over to my work table, and I'll show you how to put the back on. And I'm going to do a little tack and cut my thread. And I'll show you what the back looks like. There's the back. I got a lot of threads on here. Let's see. I'm going to trim this big long thing off of here. But there's my pin. Look at that. And if you wanted to take, I have seen, I guess I saw this on YouTube also, but a gal took a little wire brush it's just a little handheld wire brush that you clean suede with, or you brush up suede, and the bristles were just short little bristles. And she brushed hers and got these wonderful little edges on these pinked. Anyway, it was really, really neat. So, okay, hold on now. We're going to go back over to my workspace. So if you get car sick, close your eyes. So here we go. There we go. Put you back in the same spot, but I'll have to raise you up. Hold on. Let me see here if I can do this without jerking you around real bad. Alrighty. I am so glad Amy is here. Oh, I needed help. I asked one of the other admins if they would help me, but Saturdays are tough for admins. I think I'm the only one that stays home a lot. And they were busy. So I'm glad Amy's here. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I love it. Okay, let's put the back on. So, here's our back. And this is, I was going to say this is a really well-kept secret, but I think the secret's out. This is a double stick permanent adhesive tape. And I get this from Tandy Leather, and Amy might be able to give us a link. I don't know. But this stuff is absolutely a lifesaver, and it comes in several different widths. And today I'm just going to be, this is what it looks like in the package when it's new, and this is what I have left of this roll. So I'm just going to use off my roll. But I've been making quite a few of the Sunshine crossbody bags, zippy clutches. Oh golly, what else have I made? A bunch of bags. And you can find information about all these bags on Amy's group, Patterns by Amy Lynn. And plus she has some wonderful tutorials on those bags too. But anyway, she kind of put me onto using this tape. And so what we're gonna do is, hold on, let me see if I'm where you can see me. Hope you can. All right, we're gonna put a short piece of tape here on this edge, and I'm just gonna use my thumb or my thumbnail and press it down, and a little bit longer, and press it down and tear it off. I just use my thumbnail. And I'm putting these about, I don't know, it's a little bit more than 1/8 of an inch apart. And I'm just gonna stick these down really good. And believe me, this is permanent tape. There is no getting this stuff off. Well, I don't know, maybe you could get it off, but so you see I just have put it every so often. I have put it along the back of the Peltex. So now, get it off my finger here. And let's see, what color cork? Well, we got to use a color of cork that's gonna be kind of, I guess I'll use the orangey one. So now what I usually do is I just lay this on there. See, there's a tape on here that I haven't removed yet. So this isn't real sticky yet, except on the side that I put it on the Peltex. So I'm just going to lay this on here. And I'm using 1.5 inch pin backs. And I probably got these at Hobby Lobby, or I don't know. You can get them, you know, at most any craft supply place. So now I'm back to using my little heat pen again. Not because I'm going to use heat, but okay, now what we want to do is, I have to kind of think this through. I don't put it center. I put it more toward the top, because if you put it in the center, the pin's going to want to kind of flop down. So I put it more toward the top. And so I think I'm going to stick this one in right about up here. And I'm going to put a little mark right here. And a little mark right here. And I hope I can see those. I think I can. I probably should have used a black one on that. The pen's almost the same color. Okay, now I'm going to take a pair of leather punch, and you're going to make a hole. And we'll go around on the other side, and we'll make another hole. And my leather punch doesn't like to cut through my cork very good. So I'm going to trim this just to be, see my little hole? Let me get my other one. Now I'm going to open my pen. I can figure out how to do this. There we go. And the pointy part, which you want to always be careful, somebody could get an injury, goes in one hole, and the clasp part goes in the other hole. So now I've got it closed on here so it can't fall out. So there's my pin back. So now I'm going to take off my tape. While I'm doing that, I'll try to look. Oh, I'm going to put, Debbie, I'm going to put the pattern in the file and the document. Amy sent me a PDF, so we'll have it. And you can watch the video over and over and over again. And sometimes this tape can be a little bit tricky. And it's really sticky. Did I say that already? It's very, very sticky. And this particular piece of Peltex I'm using, it has fusible on one side, but I completely ignore that when I'm making these pins, because you're never going to fuse. I guess if you had a little bitty iron, you know, those little handheld irons that you use for like patchwork, I suppose you could, but whoops. Well, I think I took the tape off with that one. Might have to put another piece of tape right on there. I don't know. Maybe that's enough. I'll try it. So now I just am going to start on the side here and stick my back on. I hope everything is so you can see it really good. Okay, and there's our pin, all done. Ta-da! There you go. So that's how you would make a beautiful little flower pin for your mom or your grandma, your favorite nurse, for you. Make some for you. Get a jelly roll and just start making them. And let's see, I wanted to show you how I made this one. This one isn't quite as pretty, but it gets better after you wear it a while. And you can use up your button stash if you have lots and lots of buttons that you've enjoyed and you don't have them on anything where you can wear them. There's your opportunity. And this is the same deal. I will put this back on this one. But what I did for this one, it takes 25 inches or so. And so you cut a strip that is 2 1/4. Let me see. See, 2 1/4. So you're going to cut one strip 2 1/2 and fold it over. So 2 1/2 and fold it over and press it. And so now you have 1 1/4. That's what it is. 1 1/4 across here. And every 1/2 inch, or however you want to do it. You can make really little slits if you want to, or you can go 1/2 inch, or you can go, just don't cut all the way through. See, you stop at about 3/8 of an inch. And you do the same thing that we did for this pin. You take a $1/2 and make you a line. And you start sewing right on the line. And you go around and around and around. And that's how I did this one. And on the back you can see that I spiraled all the way into the center. And that's when I quit and put a button there. And you could put a little hot glue, hot fixed sequin or something here and there and really dress them up. And if you wanted to make one out of lace, I promised I'd show you lace. So this you have to gather. And you can do it by hand as you go along. Just use your stylus and go along and gather it. And I would put a piece of fabric here, something on there. That might be where you would use your fusible side of your Peltex, but let's pretend this is on there and that it's a circle. And you just start and you gather and you go around and around and around and around, and you can make it as thick or not as you want. And then you've got all kinds of lace, layers and layers. I hope that makes sense. So anyway, you can make a lace pin also. All right, I think that's it. Let me think for a second. What did I forget? Oh, you're welcome. You're very welcome. So as soon as I get off of here, this will upload in HD, and I will put a PDF in the files, and you guys can watch this video again and again, and you can make yourselves pins, and please put some pictures, post some photos on the group. I want to see what you're doing, and you know, all of us admins care about your happiness with your sewing machines and with your patterns and your design ideas, and it's great to have something to see. Yes, Kathleen, it will be. It'll be here on the group. Yep. I used the 37D foot, Barbara. It's a 1/4 inch exactly on both sides, and I love it. I do have the 97D, and there's another one which I believe is a 57D, and those are all patchwork feet. But the 37D is my all-time favorite. And I don't use the little guide. You know, there's a little metal finger-looking guide sort of thing that you can put on your machine that helps you to get a 1/4 inch when you're doing patchwork. I don't use that. I don't need it with that 37D foot. I just go along and it works out just perfectly. So you're welcome. Yep. All right, I guess we will finish up. I probably forgot a bazillion things, but as I go back through the comments when I'm done here, I'll try to remember. And I'll post some links for you for where I got the Tula Pink, Pinkerton Charm Pack, and my half jelly roll. I got that from a place called jellyrollfabrics.com. They have some of the cutest things, and I think that little half jelly roll was $12, and I got free shipping. So you just can't go wrong. Let's see, the tape was from Tandy Leather, pin backs from Hobby Lobby. Okay, I think we're done. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day today, and I hope you enjoy your sewing very, very much. Bye for now.